Good afternoon. My name is Caleb Maloney, and this is my presentation on hotels and different marketing techniques they can use, primarily cheaper ways that are very effective. So, through my research, I found four different techniques that different hotel companies can use in order to increase customer satisfaction and loyalty. In 2015, Marriott spent over $13 million on TV advertisements, and obviously, most independent, smaller hotel chains aren't going to have the money to buy those huge TV advertisements that you see in the Super Bowl or just on regular primetime TV shows. So I discovered about four ways that are going to be a little bit cheaper to make customers realize that you're also a good brand and to make them want to come back as well. So the first one is the hotel websites. Most guests nowadays book their reservation online. People still call on the phone, but I believe most people will just book their reservation when they're in the airports, go on the app, Marriott app, or whichever app it may be, and book a hotel room. So obviously their website is going to be the first thing that guests see, and that needs to establish credibility with the guest. So I found a few websites that have good hotel designs. The first is going to be one in France. This is their homepage. The first thing you'll see are large pictures. Really grabs your attention. The next is actually the hotel I work at, the Umstead Hotel and Spa. Again, large picture on the top, and then you can see the main tabs up there. Gallery, spa, dining, but it really grabs your attention with the colors and things like that. Then the last one is an example of a poor design. This is going to be the Wake Inn. This is their homepage. As you can see, there's one picture on the top, and it looks like someone in the first grade made the hotel. Not really much to it, very basic. You're probably going to get a very basic room without much in it, because obviously they don't even care about their website. So it's really up to you. Which one would you rather stay at? That one in France, the Umstead, or the Wake Inn? I would say one of the first two. The staff at the Wake Inn doesn't seem to care very much about appearance. In a hotel, appearance does matter. So a website is going to be a fairly cheap way to grab a customer's attention. The second is going to be internal surveys. This isn't really going to attract new customers. However, an internal survey does give off the impression that the staff cares about what their guests and customers really think. Going a step further is if someone in that staff or management team does follow up with a bad survey. I know that happens in my hotel. We have a guest relations manager who will follow up with guests that leave poor surveys. So it may not be grabbing those new customers, but it does bring back current guests because they realize, well, this hotel really cares about what I think. They're going to take my feedback into consideration. You know, they want to go to a hotel where they feel like people care about them. Third is going to be promotions. This is going to be a fairly obvious one, but during the summertime, maybe when people want to go and spend a weekend at a nice resort, do a buy one room, get a second room free, or give some type of discount, maybe a package where you get a room and then you get half off a cabana or something. But again, a promotion is a fairly obvious one that companies can use to lure customers in. You might be losing a couple $100 on the room, but chances are those guests are then going to go spend that money on the bar or at the restaurant or some other outlet at the hotel. So in the long run, you're honestly probably making more money by bringing those guests in. Lastly is a customer loyalty program. A lot of larger chains like Marriott and Hyatt have these. It does create that sense of family and unity with the hotels and the guests. My hotel, the Umstead, we don't have a loyalty program. For most independent and smaller hotels, it just doesn't work. You don't have enough different guests coming to the hotel, especially with the more expensive hotels. You're not going to see that just due to most guests not coming there enough times. We do have some guests that have been there over hundreds of times, but for independent hotels, it's not going to be very effective. But for a Marriott or a Hyatt, you'll see, again, free rooms or a discount after a certain number of stays, or maybe a welcome amenity in your room every time you come. So customer loyalty programs do create that sense of family among the guests and the hotel chain. So again, those 4 ways were the website, the internal surveys, promotion, and customer loyalty. They all are fairly cheap, with the most expensive probably being the website, depending on how nice you want it to be and who you're hiring. Might be fairly expensive, but it's not going to be anywhere near that $13 million that Marriott spent on TV advertising. So that was my presentation on hotels and marketing, and I hope you enjoyed it.